Not too long ago, I received a random phone call from a gentleman who identified himself as a landlord of a shopping mall, strip mall here in Miami, and told us that he has this location that has been a gun store for some 25 years, but that the business is closing. They're gonna vacate, and he was calling around offering gun stores if they want to open a second location. So originally my thought was like, well, no, I'm not really interested in opening a second location. I asked him to send me the address, and it turned out that it was a gun store here in Miami where I bought my actual first gun back in 2012. That is called Pantera Guns. Turns out that Pantera Guns went out of business. I'm not gonna get into the details of it. It's, you know, at the end of the day, it's personal. They went out of business. I did not purchase the business. I simply rented from the landlord. And now we are in the process of getting a new FFL for that location and doing the remodeling. So every location must have its own unique federal firearms license authorized to that location. In the next series of videos, the idea will be to kind of show you guys the steps that we go through in order to obtain the proper licenses and everything that involves getting a gun store up and running. So let's see how that goes. If you're thinking of opening a gun store, there's a number of things that you need to keep in mind. First is zoning. Will the town, the municipality, the local government allow you to put a gun store in that particular location? Now, when you apply for your federal firearms license, regardless of which license you're gonna apply for, we are gonna apply for a 01, which is just the purchase, resale, and transfer of firearms. There's a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. One, you gotta make sure that everything is complete the correct way, that you submit the fingerprints, that you submit the photo they require, and of course, it is the government, you gotta submit payment. Before the license is approved, you will have an interview with a local ATF agent that works in your field office in your region. This is our third FFL because we were a previous location, then we moved to the location that we're now, and now we are opening a second location. So we're gonna have two stores. We're gonna have one in one side of town and this new one in the other side of town, right? The store that we currently have now is on the Upper East Side of Miami, somewhere like north of the Design District, Little Haiti, Lemon City, Morningside, in that area up there, where we service Aventura, the beaches, all the way down to Brickell. Once you have your FFL interview and you provide them with a copy of the lease that says that you're allowed to do it, that you're allowed to run the business there, they're also gonna require you to get a business license authorized by the county, the city, whatever municipality that you're in. It is not that easy just to open and get into business. There's a few steps that you need to consider. It's pretty straightforward. The whole process, the very first time I did it, took me like 3 to 4 months, mainly because I wasn't 100% how to do it and there was no one out there giving you that information for free. There are many consulting companies out there that will help you for a fee. So we're here at the new location to get some of the construction work ongoing, and this is not a construction channel, any of that other stuff, but this is the kind of stuff that I didn't expect to have happen. So if you come over here, you're gonna see that this floor, it's totally like bad. This concrete is absolutely horrible. There's gonna be so much more work that we're gonna have to do, and frankly, I didn't budget for this. So now we gotta figure out how I'm gonna pay for this, where we're gonna cut corners or whatever, because the whole floor was this old vinyl that looks really bad. So when we started sort of ripping it up to figure out what we were gonna do, because I wanted to have a nice polished floor like we have in our location number 1. And then I realized, oh man, okay, some places are okay, but then you come over here and like the concrete, it's like disintegrating. There's like pieces of rust, I guess, where rim bars or metal has disintegrated. So as you start thinking of like building your own store, starting your own business, realize that there's stuff that is gonna come along the way. Make sure that you have a budget or a way to get to capital in order to do it. So this store is gonna have a different type of vibe to it. This is more of a retail store, like your traditional gun store type of situation, but we're definitely gonna give it our twist. We're gonna make it the Miami International touch, without a doubt. But it's not gonna be the same as it is in our current store, which is more of an open, you come, boutique feeling, concierge kind of thing. This is gonna be a more attention to details, more attention to the customer than you would at a regular store, but not that concierge, by appointment vibe that we have at our current location. I hope you guys like what it's gonna come out, what it's gonna look like at the end. So I'm not gonna tell you what we're gonna be doing at the store. I'm gonna be showing you as we go along the process, right? So there's a couple of different things that you're gonna see, and you're not gonna get one full video at the end. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get small videos of the whole process from beginning to end type of thing, the licensing, the construction, all the behind the scenes sort of stuff that it will take in order for you to start your own if you're interested. Right, so stay tuned, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notify button so that you get notification every time we post a new video. And ask questions, send comments, let's engage throughout this process.